You know that outdated stereotypical image some people have of anime and manga that makes them keep the whole medium away with a 10-foot pole, and no matter how much you rave to them about Attack on Titan, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen and the like, they refuse to budge from their oh so superior opinion? Well, this is it. This is what it's about. Tawawa on Monday. I finally see it. Out of all the manga I've read, and I've read a lot, from good to bad to weird, this was the one that made me feel like I was reading something I shouldn't be. This was the one that bothered me. Confused? Well, let's start from the beginning. Getsuyobi no Tawawa, or Tawawa on Monday, was unique from the get-go. Rather than a regular manga, it began as a series of illustrations, most containing no dialogue, posted weekly on the artist Kiseki Himura's Twitter account. At first, it was just random cute girls with huge breasts. The comment section of any one of these chapters of this manga would like to introduce you to a million different words of this part of the anatomy that you didn't even know existed. Budonk, double honk, double honk, tonghongere. This is ridiculous. To be fair, I got that from Reddit, and they were probably being ironic, but you get my point. We'll be polite and just call it what it is. Boop! Eventually, the illustrations started featuring recurring characters, and then individual narratives started to form for each girl. Among others, 2 office workers, another about a student and their teacher, the series follows the story of a salaryman who encounters a high school girl, Ai-chan, after her eye cup size.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. What the fuck?
With especially large breasts every Monday on his commute to work. The interactions with her and her breasts light up his Monday blues and basically soothe his soul until the two of them, predictably against all rhyme or reason, end up together. Despite being Twitter exclusive, you could not read it without a Twitter account, these illustrations without dialogue gained enough traction and popularity that they caught the attention of anime studios. From October 10th to December 26th, 2016, a 12-episode original net animation, or ONA, was released. Each episode was just 4 minutes long. The episodes were streamed online for free, with the first episode available on NBC Universal Entertainment Japan's official YouTube account. However, a day after NBC Universal Entertainment Japan posted the first episode, the video was taken down by YouTube, stating that the video violates its community guidelines. Kiseki Himura apologized to fans on Twitter and said that the anime will not be re-uploaded on YouTube. But 2 days later, he announced on his Twitter that the first episode has been restored and uploaded on the same channel, now under the YouTube account NBC Universal Anime/Music. Starting from the second episode, they were streamed on the Nico Nico channel every Monday, in line with the schedule of the original illustrations. After the release of this anime adaptation, the manga series continued to attract fans and skeptics alike. On the one hand, people praised it for its charming artwork and slice-of-life comedy storytelling. Does breast jokes every 10 seconds count as comedy and/or storytelling? And really, the artist Kiseki Himura does have one of the more distinctive artistic styles. He cited manga artist Kitsune Tenuji's Orphina as his biggest influence as an illustrator. He also uses the work of Shingo Adachi, character designer of the Sword Art Online anime series, as well as his favorite series Vinland Saga, Drifters and History as reference. He predominantly uses the color blue in Tawawa, which eventually became his trademark. This unique choice diverges from the conventional black ink commonly seen in manga illustrations. The blue lines, often used for outlines and shading, lend a soft and gentle aesthetic to the artwork. They create a subtle yet captivating contrast against the predominantly grayscale illustrations, adding depth and dimension to the characters and scenes, as much as can be done within the limited narrative scope. This artwork contributes to the series' overall appeal and is a testament to Kiseki Himura's creativity and willingness to experiment with different artistic techniques. However, on the other hand, it stirred up quite the storm, and there were people who thankfully called it out for its questionable thematic choices aimed solely at brightening up the mood of Monday-weary salarymen. Surprisingly, it even managed to spark controversy within Japan itself. The adverts blatantly suggesting that schoolgirls with big breasts existed solely to uplift exhausted Japanese workers shed light on just how unsettling the nature of this manga's concept is. Moreover, the depiction of the faceless salaryman, designed to encourage male readers to insert themselves into his role, comes off as disturbingly regressive. Far from being entertaining, its attempt to capture the essence of contemporary mundane life only adds to its unsettling vibe. However, regardless of the controversy, the series gained more popularity and a dedicated fanbase until it garnered enough attention from publishers for Kiseki Himura to finally expand the concept into a serialized manga series in November 2020. As P.T. Barnum once said, there is no such thing as bad publicity. Then, in September 2021, the second season of its anime was announced. This further expanded the reach of the series and introduced it to a wider audience. What's the deal with shows like Noragami getting the axe, while Tawawa on Monday gets a green light for a second season? And can we talk about how this got turned into an anime even before becoming a manga? It's pretty wild. Maybe part of the reason for this lies in the artist's signature blue designs in the illustrations. People were so used to seeing that splash of color that when the manga came out in traditional black and white, some fans felt let down. They couldn't envision Tawawa any other way. Some folks gave the manga a shot but ended up dropping it, feeling disappointed. Perhaps some saw this backlash coming. Yet, despite the mixed reactions, the manga continued to enjoy popularity amongst fans of the genre. This transition of a piece of media like Tawawa from weekly illustrations to manga and anime adaptation highlights the power of social media in promoting and popularizing content. Twitter provided Kiseki Himura with a dynamic and accessible avenue to showcase his artwork to a global audience. By leveraging features such as hashtags, retweets, and shares, Himura's illustrations rapidly gained traction, circulating among online communities that panders to such content and hooking the imaginations of fans of this specific genre from all over the world. The viral nature of social media facilitated exponential growth for Himura and Tawawa, as each interaction and engagement served to amplify the visibility of the series, attracting new fans and fostering a vibrant online community, united by their shared appreciation for the artwork. The matter of its questionable nature was put aside because the people who endorsed it were more prominent than the people who didn't, all because of the way it was popularized. Moreover, the interactive nature of social media facilitated direct engagement between the creator and their audience, enabling Himura to receive real-time feedback, engage in dialogue with fans, and cultivate a sense of community around Tawawa on Monday. This direct line of communication empowered fans to feel personally invested in the series' development, forging deeper connections and fueling enthusiasm for future iterations of the content. In essence, Tawawa's unique start as humble illustrations on a social media platform like Twitter helped the series grow much larger than what could have been expected of it, or what it deserves. However, all this popularity does not hide the fact that this manga not just endorses a borderline pedophilic relationship between a 16-year-old high school student and a middle-aged office worker, but also fetishizes and objectifies young women in a way that can only be called creepy. Even if you ignore all of that and pretend the age difference is less than it actually is, doesn't it just boil down to repetitive slapstick comedy that assumes the viewer is stupid? No wonder this manga gets physically impossible to read. Unless you like gigantic, unrealistic booby! If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!